Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be on this makeup look right here. And this is what I like to call like my go-to makeup. So this is kind of what I use like when I want to get ready with nice skin, you know, nice makeup overall, but I don't want to like overdo it, so it's not going to be like a nighttime makeup, you know, where I go full glam or anything like that. This is just like a nice makeup look that I can use to go out and just wear throughout the day. The skin is always going to be looking nice and glowy, very subtle, nothing too harsh. Most of the attention is going to be on the eyes, of course, as always, and a nude lip. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I created today's makeup look, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and begin. I have my eyebrows ready and my lids prepped for shadow. Today I'm just gonna go ahead and go right in with the eyeshadow. And because this is gonna be my go-to makeup routine, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe 350 palette because I don't usually use like too much makeup when I go out unless I'm going out for a special occasion. But this palette is perfect because of all the neutral shades that it has in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go right in here. I'm gonna be taking my two favorite brushes. And the first one I'm gonna go in with is this flat brush, and I'm just gonna take any neutral shade. I'll go in with this one today, and this one's just gonna go right over the lid. This is gonna be taking place of my translucent powder, so this is just setting the concealer. Now that I've set my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and start going into the shadows. I'm gonna be taking this light orange right up here at the corner, and I'm just gonna be adding this here in the crease. This is just to add a little bit of color to my eye, but really I don't do like crazy looks like just to go anywhere. Right now we are gonna get ready to go out, so I decided to film like a video with my everyday just like go-to routine. This is different from like my work makeup because for work I just I'll do like a wing liner sometimes or no liner, but really no shadow. When I do go out, I do like to put on something on my eyes. Really, that's because I just kind of like to take advantage of playing around with my makeup a little bit, as throughout the week I don't really get to. I just, you know, it's the same stuff every day, brows, foundation, like all that stuff, but I don't really get to play around with like my palettes as much. That's usually what I do like on the weekend. So, and then next to that I'm gonna add a little bit of this darker orange, which is kind of like a red orange, and I'm just gonna add a little bit here on the outer corner and just blending this inward. Hey Siri, text love, turn down the damn TV. She knows, damn, okay. Send. So this last one is gonna be this one here. So this is what we're going for right here. So I'm just adding this darker shade right in this outer part of my eye, and I'm gonna concentrate it just in this area here. I'm not gonna take it in too much, but obviously I want to blend it out, so I'm just gonna try to keep it in this area. And then for my last shade, I'm gonna go in with this pinky shimmery shade here. I'm really gonna pack this onto my brush. Definitely not gonna tap off the excess. I am gonna have a lot of fallout, I can already tell, but I wanna try to make sure and get the most of the shadow onto my lid, so I don't wanna get rid of any of the excess. And I do want it to start mainly in the inner part of the eye and kind of drag it out. So I'm gonna try to carefully sort of tap it on. Once I feel like I have most of the eyeshadow on my lid, then I'll kind of like blend it out a little bit. And I'm just gonna draw a little wing. I challenge every one of you guys to do your eyeliner and talk while you're doing your eyeliner. It is so hard to do. This is why whenever I do my eyeliner, I just kind of skip right through it, and it's always really quiet because I'm holding my breath. I cannot talk. I have to really concentrate. So I challenge you, next time you do your eyeliner, talk. Just talk to yourself, sing a song, do something where I bet you can't do it. To get my eyelashes ready, I'm going in with my Voluminous / Paradise mascara. I'm just gonna be adding a thin layer. So I think my lashes are pretty much ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these. So I'm gonna come back and crimp my lashes in a little bit. Next, I'm gonna be moving on to my primer, and I haven't used this one in a while. This is a Professional Pore Primer from Benefit that I love so much, and that is way too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that amount. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it all in my T-zone. And I actually just broke my nail right before starting the video. This thumb here broke 2 days ago, so I guess to even it out I had to break my other one. I don't think I'll be going back in to fix them anytime soon because honestly I just don't have time for that. At this point I'll just wait until it's time for me to go back in for a fill. Another product I haven't used in a while, I feel like I've been getting a lot of new products lately, and I kind of have been sticking to those ones, but this Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation was really good when I first started wearing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one today. And I honestly don't like applying stuff like on my finger and then adding it to my face. I really try not to do that, but I don't know, wasn't really thinking about it right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it, and then pouncing motions on the face. I just hate like applying stuff with my hands because it gets into my nail, and if it's not completely off my fingers, then kind of like throughout the day I get it like on my clothes and stuff. It's just really annoying. So I prefer to use like brushes, or if the foundation comes with like an applicator, I do prefer that much more. Try not to get foundation on your hair. That is also a huge challenge for me. I always get it with the Beauty Blender like around these areas, and it's really hard not to. Especially if you have black hair, it stands out like a lot. And I'm just gonna be taking my Pro Matte Concealer by MAC on a brush, and I'm just adding a little bit on the areas where I have like a little bit more darkness, or where I want to kind of just brighten up my face a little bit more, and of course to blend it all out. Next I'm gonna go in with Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just gonna add a little bit to my under eyes. And it's just going to be in the areas where I applied the concealer. Oh, what the heck. I'm just going to add it to my whole face. Whatever. Just set my whole face. I'm cleaning off my lips so I can add some chapstick because I completely forgot to add this when I first started. I did get a new EOS Crystal. This one is vanilla, I believe. This is that pink one that I first tried, and I think that they only have the 2 flavors. I haven't seen any other ones. So I'm just adding a little bit to moisturize my lips. So I'm just gonna clamp my lashes together. And now to move on to contouring my face a little bit, just gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush to add some Hoola bronzer and really darken up the perimeters of my face. So as always, I'm just taking it into these areas here on the cheeks. Very lightly too, like don't bring it in too harsh because it kind of moves the foundation around sometimes. and then slowly build it up as well. Start with a little amount and then darken it as you go. I'm also taking Rocketeer and adding this right above the bronzer, just a tiny bit. And I'm just remembering right now that was it last year? Like 2 years ago, I got that blush that I always used to use, the Tarte one. And then that reminded me that I haven't even gone to pick up my gift from Sephora this year. I'm going in with the highlight in here as well. It's not too intense, so I'm just adding this right over the blush and a little bit higher. And Sephora did send me the birthday card saying that I can go in and pick my gift, and I think it's giving me like 2 different options. I think that's another reason too, like why I haven't gone, because I couldn't really decide. This highlight literally does nothing. Like this is like a waste for me. I put so much of this highlight on to my brush, and it's like, I don't know if it's just not even sticking or what, but there is literally like nothing on here. I mean, it's like a tiny amount, but after I go in with so much, as you can kind of see a little sheen trying to peek through. Nope, not doing it for me. Of course, I'm gonna have to go in with my Revolution palette, take that same shade I always use, and add that in here. And I'm also gonna add a little bit onto the nose. I don't want to overdo it like on the highlight today, but I am gonna add just a tiny bit in the same areas where I usually add highlight. And then of course on the inner corner as well. This area is probably the only area where I don't mind having a lot of highlight. So I'm gonna pack it on in this part here. Not even spraying my brush, I'm just going right in to the product. And I'm not gonna do the brow bone today, I'm just gonna leave it like that. On my lower lashes, I think I'm gonna mix this shade here, which I didn't even use on the top, but I'm gonna take this one and combine it with that darker shade that I used towards the end. So I kind of want to mix these two and just see what I get, really. It almost looks like that darker orange that I used on top. It's a little bit more brown, I think. Next, I'm gonna go back in with some mascara for my lower lashes, and I will be right back. So I didn't want to do mascara on camera, which I hardly ever do anyway, like on my lower lashes, but this mascara is still a little intimidating for me when I do my bottom lashes because of the thickness of the brush. That's why I always try to stick to my telescopic mascara, because the brush is so much thinner. But the thing is that the voluminous mascara just works so amazing, and it really makes it look like my bottom lashes actually exist. And to finalize this look, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte shade in Wifey. And this one is really nice. The formula is really beautiful. I think it took me a little while to get used to this one because at first it kind of goes in too thin, almost where it's almost see-through. But once it dries, and it does dry quickly, it's like the perfect nude. And it kind of smells like coffee, a little bit. Or maybe I'm thinking Bailey's coffee. It has like a unique smell. So this is it. This is the final makeup, and I'm gonna go ahead and file my nail down and get going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.